My wife said, I'm not your puppet, so I proved. She's not my budget. We were sitting down to dinner when I casually asked, did you remember to pay the credit card bill? Her fork hovered in midair. She didn't answer right away, which was odd. Why do you always do this? She said, her voice sharp. Like you're my supervisor. Like I need to check in with you about every little thing. I'm not your puppet. The words hit like a slap. I wasn't checking on you, I said calmly. I was asking about a bill. It's not about the bill. It's about how you make me feel, like I can't handle things on my own. Do you have any idea how suffocating that is? Suffocating. That word stung. I was just trying to make sure we didn't miss something important. And that's the problem, she shot back. You think it's your job to make sure everything runs smoothly. You swoop in, take control, and leave me feeling like I'm some passenger in my own life. Eventually, she grabbed her plate and headed to the sink. I'm done. She disappeared into the bedroom without answering. That night, I decided something. If she wanted independence, I would give her exactly that. A cold, calculated resolve. I wanted to test her words. The next morning, I started making small changes. A bill came due, one I'd normally pay without thinking. This time, I left it untouched. That evening, the water heater acted up. Normally, I'd have been halfway to the garage for tools. Instead, I stayed seated. Maybe you should call someone to take a look at it. Her head tilted, surprise crossing her face. I thought you'd just fix it. I shrugged. I figured you might want to handle it. She nodded and left to call a plumber. Over the next few days, I continued stepping back, filling up the car, picking up groceries, handling bank calls. I let them all fall to her. The cracks started showing. Trash piled up. The pantry went empty. She came home one evening and said flatly, the car insurance payment bounced. I thought you handled that. Nope. The account details are in the folder. She shook her head and walked to the kitchen, muttering as she dealt with customer service. The breaking point came when she discovered our insurance policy had expired. They've been sending reminders for weeks. I assumed you'd handle it. Now they're charging extra fees because we missed the deadline. I shrugged. You have their number. Shouldn't be too hard to fix. The color drained from her face. You're unbelievable. I could hear her on the phone for an hour, frustrated, hitting roadblocks in a system I'd streamlined over years. Eventually, she slammed her laptop shut. This isn't independence. This is sabotage. You're setting me up to fail. I'm not setting you up for anything. I'm giving you the freedom you wanted. Freedom? This feels more like punishment. I stood up. You wanted control, and I stepped back. You can't have it both ways. You don't get it. You're just sitting there letting me clean up the mess you left behind. It's not my mess. It's ours. I'm just not the one fixing it anymore. Days later, everything came crashing down. She came home late, carrying takeout bags, looking exhausted. Have you at least gone through these? She gestured to the pile of unopened mail. No, figured you'd handle it. Her head snapped up. Seriously? How long are you going to keep this up? Keep what up? This thing you're doing, acting like some passive observer while everything falls apart. I'm giving you the space you asked for. Space? That's what you're calling it? No, this is you abandoning everything because I dared to say I didn't want to feel like a puppet. You said you wanted independence. That's all I've done. She stepped closer, hands balled into fists. You're not giving me independence. You're punishing me. You're sitting back and watching me drown. I'm showing you what it looks like when I step back. Control comes with responsibility. Her eyes flashed. You've spent so much time being in control that you don't see what it feels like to have everything dumped on you at once. That's what I've been dealing with for years. You think it's easy carrying the weight of everything? You never even noticed how much I did. You think I didn't notice? Of course I noticed, but I didn't ask you to take on everything. You chose to do that, and then you resented me for it. The silence that followed was heavy, both of us realizing something fundamental had shifted. The next morning, I found a stack of papers on the kitchen table with a sticky note. Can we go through these together tonight? That evening, we sat down across from each other. The conversation started with logistics, but shifted. I didn't realize how much you were handling, she admitted. I thought I understood, but I didn't. I didn't realize how much pressure I was putting on you either. I thought I was helping, but maybe I wasn't. She looked up. I never wanted you to feel like you had to do everything. I just wanted to feel like I had a say. For the first time in weeks, we weren't talking at each other. We were talking to each other. Subscribe if you want me to destroy her again.